Let's take a look at adding the master detail to a cell in the grid. Jump into the master detail page in the pages panel on the left here in Figma. Inside this instance of the row-based layout AG grid, we're going to select a row where we're going to input our master detail. So go ahead and select the row here. Look inside your layers panel. You can see the rows that I'm selecting. Of course, Figma will highlight the actual layer that I'm interacting with. So what I want to do is I want to replace a single cell. So the other cells here I don't need. So I'll select the row. I'll hit return on my keyboard. This will select all the objects in that row. And I will unselect the first one here, the first cell. And I'll delete the other ones. Remember, when you delete, because this is an instance of the grid, if I press delete, it'll just hide them. So you see they're hidden in the cell, or the cells are hidden here inside the row. So now I go back and I select the cell that is not hidden. This is the cell that I'm going to use to drop in the master detail. So I have it selected, as you see in the layers panel. With the grid cell selected, I want to swap the grid cell out with the master detail. So I click on the instance up here in the properties panel. I'll do a search for master detail and select the master detail, and it will drop it in. Now you're probably wondering why the height hasn't adjusted. So now we're going to do that. I'm going to click on the height here for the row. We're going to set the height to hug contents. So now you can see the master detail cell. And also we want to increase the padding around the cell. So if we zoom in here, we'll see that it's running right to the edges of the page here. We want to make it indented. I go ahead and I select the row inside the layers panel, and I want to influence its paddings, and I do that within the properties panel by adding, I'm going to add 30 pixels in this case to the left and right and to the top, and you will see immediately the change visually to the master detail within the grid. So now we can see the full master detail grid embedded within the grid by swapping out a single cell and applying some padding around the grid.